Welcome to the industry, a members group for fashion professionals, and we're extremely happy to have Tom Chapman here from Matches, being interviewed by Frances Card, who has most recently been the CEO of Matches and has started her career at Liberty and kind of worked everywhere. So it's going to be quite an insightful fashion interview.
Good afternoon, everybody, or perhaps good evening. Thank you so much for coming. We are thrilled to have with us Tom Chapman, entrepreneur, owner of Matches. The first thing I know we all want to know is about the journey, Tom, that you've taken. You started in just under 60 square metres of store in Wimbledon Village, a lovely leafy suburb. Suddenly now, global brand, taking on the might of some of the big e-commerce businesses. How did that happen? What happened?
When you look back at our history and when you look back at us now, it's always been something that we focused on new brands, emerging brands, and it's about having an eye and an edit of what your consumers want to purchase from you. Within that, where we really drove it was not creating sort of a stores that all had a similar aesthetic or idea. It was very much about aligning yourself with the specific area, the community around you.
I love this story, which is the story of your e-commerce. Your site, which has gone stratospheric, is a world leader. Started, I believe, I wasn't around at the time, but I believe in a back room you suddenly had the idea, launched a website, and then one girl and a packing table, and that was it.
Product sits at the top of the tree. Product is the most important thing, but customer service and customer engagement is incredibly important, and building the consumer loyalty. So it was important that we share the total catalogue of everything that we have across our business, and it was equally important that we share the immediacy of those products arriving in our business. So it was really a customer engagement piece. Equally, it was a press part, and as much as press partly drove our journey into Notting Hill, it also drove it into e-commerce because the press were very concerned about showing too much focus on London-centric brands. They wanted to be about brands that had an opportunity to be supporting their consumers across the UK market. So for us to have an e-commerce site was really about us being able to also support the press journey. And I think probably in the development of the site, it suddenly came to me, look, this is customer choice. Our business has to be built around customer choice. When you're online, you can really begin to understand how that customer is transacting with you, what they're visiting, what they're interested in, what product categories that they're really focused on. And then you can start to build something which is much more driven about personalization.
But personalization is really important to you. So I think it was last year you opened 23, which is something else I think we'd love to hear about.
I decided that actually this was a journey of us opening up our own townhouse, which we did in Welbeck Street, engaging with new customers and trying to give them the vision of the business, which is really a true multi-channel retailer.
Yes.
It's from bricks and mortar to the stores, to the 23, to pop-up stores. So every single opportunity to engage with your customers.
So that sort of brings me quite naturally on to brand relationships.
That brand selection is really about us having a mix of products. It's not about us just selling big label brands. It's about us having a mix of types of brands, bringing new and emerging brands. That edit and that choice and that selection of product is absolutely key to us.
We know where we are.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
That is the journey right now. How we join the EPOS systems of our tills, how we bring the WMS systems in, how we bring CRM, all inside that single view of the truth of the customer and the business.
It's a fantastic business. It's so interesting to hear the journey and to listen to how you've gone through it, and of course where you're going. So I think all of us, I'm sure, are going to show our appreciation and say thank you, Tom Chapman, Matches.